Today, 30 million people around the world identify as Sikhs. And this year is the 550th anniversary of the arrival of Guru Nanak Sahib, of a new way of wisdom to this earth. So where does this story begin? Through art and narratives, we invite you to walk with the Guru and to see the Guru in a new light. When Guru Nanak Sahib arrived to this world, it wasn't the arrival of a miracle doer, of some sort of magical or supernatural event. It was the calming of a society that was struggling with divisions of all kinds, and it was the arrival of wisdom. We see this represented in the way the midwife, Bibi Dalta, reacted to the birth of Guru Nanak Sahib. She said that the sounds he was making, they weren't of a child's, they were of an old, wise man. From a young age, we already start to see the sorts of transformations that the Guru engaged in through asking questions of authority figures. He was learning from very astute religious scholars who had been given a higher status in society. So when Guru Nanak Sahib starts to write poetry in his classes and brings it to his teachers and says, it can't be that you become wise just from becoming literate, because he was saying that your relationship to the divine is one that is earned, that is crafted, and it's not one that's given by any marker of birth or status. Again, we see this subversion when Guru Nanak Sahib boycotts the Janeu ceremony. This is where a sacred thread is tied, and through that sacred thread from a pundit, an upper caste boy becomes a man. He waited for the whole village to gather, and that is when he said, what does this Janeu mean? If it's supposed to assign a divine connection, then how come my sister is incapable of having that divine connection? How come someone of a lower caste, are they not a part of creation? It was very subversive, but also it was through conversation that he questioned the Janeu. So, okay, if this thread is supposed to bring me everlasting enlightenment, how is that possible? Because the thread is still physically going to break, and perhaps we should be focusing on markers that extend beyond physical forces. So already from a young age, we see this standing up to authority and asking questions that made people transform their own thinking.